Okay, here I am now. It is Thursday, March 5th, 2015, and it is 3:27 p.m. in the afternoon, New York time. And my last video, for some reason, my MT4 platform froze up on me or something. It wouldn't allow me to do anything. But anyways, it's going again. Um, this Australian dollar USD, I haven't taken any profit since yesterday, but I'm still at 19,607, and I didn't lose anything, but I am in profit over here. This Audi USD, if you remember from the last video, it was $688 in the hole. I was actually, it's a good thing my MT4 froze up because I was actually going to take a loss on that one, but it's indicating it's going down, so I'm only at $179 in loss on that one. So that's what I was talking about, waiting these out and going by the 4 hour and the daily charts. Um, like I said, I have indicators that I'm using. There's a couple different ones here, but I'm not using the whole indicators. I took a couple of different indicators and I took aspects out of those indicators, and I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. So I took elements out of those indicators and created my own indicator, and it's working really well. Um, so anyways, the first two videos I made about this for a friend, explain those two elements, and so if you're interested, just leave me a comment, and see about getting those to you. They are for sale. So anyways, with the instructions on how to use them, and but this is live. This is, it's actually going on. You can see the market moving over here. Um, so I'm going to leave this because, see, actually, this is what you would consider maybe like a consolidation thing. Okay. Um, so right now I'm not in profit. $181 down on it, but yesterday I was $688, so now 183. So it's still moving down. This is indicating it's moving down, so I'm gonna wait a little bit on that. The only time I use the 1 hour or the 30-minute chart is to kind of read the candlesticks and see where it's going at the moment. So this one is going, uh, yeah, it's going down at the moment. It did go up a little bit. That's the 1 hour chart, but it's still below my custom moving averages, and on my other indicators. And that's the thing about using more than one indicator, but you don't want to clutter your chart up too much and get too confused. So if I look at the daily chart, it's it was it was above the custom moving average here where I was 688 in the hole, um, but now it's the custom moving average is like right there at the very top of it, but it's not below it. But it's so I'm gonna leave that ride for a minute, because even if it starts to go up a little bit, this thing could lose $1,000, and I would still be up a couple $1,000 for the week. So let's see, the Euro GDP, I always get tongue tied on that one. So it's still moving down. This is one that I didn't set a take profit on. I just kind of letting it ride, and yeah, it's still moving down. I'm $72, $178 now, $179 in profit. So actually that's going pretty good. If I check the 1 hour chart, see it had moved down, it moved up a little bit, corrected itself a little, and it's going to go down further on the 4 hour chart. So what I said, just waiting some of this stuff out. This one's $470 in profit. The Euro USD. When I turned this thing on, it was $500 in profit. But you can see on the daily chart, it's below my custom moving averages, way below. On the 4 hour chart, you can see now this candlestick here is indicating that it could push up a little bit, but it's still moving down. You can see the stochastic, it's in the oversold area. So I kind of look for this one to go back up again. So I'm at 4, and this is indicating a week down. So I'm going to go ahead and thinking I'll take profit on it. Let's see. Daily chart. Because the London Open just opened, so these could go in either direction. It's still gaining a little ground though, so let's see. The Euro GBP, and I actually have got 2 orders out on that. Because what I did was back here it went up a little bit, so I was kind of losing a little bit of money on it, but I knew it was going to go down, so I set another order, and that's what I did. I set another order, and I took profit on the way down. So, altogether on this one here, I mean, you can see the double line, but it's not really that. You have to kind of scroll in to zoom in to see. So yeah, that one there. So I didn't do a whole lot since the last video as far as anything taking profit, but see, I really didn't have anything to take profit. I have just been kind of letting these things ride. So yeah, see, that one there actually went up more. But if you go on the, use at least the 4 hour chart, because a lot of people want to scalp and they want to use the 30-minute, the 15-minute, or the hour chart. That's not the way to go. You're not going to do anything like that unless you're doing it for pennies. And like I said, the only way to really make any money is have a lot of money in your account. Now, if you don't have a lot of money, then you could, to invest, and you only got a few $100s or whatever. I'm not trying to really give it financial advice here, but if you open an account and then open, the demo account and start practicing this, and while you're practicing this, save your money. Use your Forex account like a savings account, and start saving your money. And because even if you put in orders, for a nickel or whatever, and this is something that I don't understand, because when I first started this, a lot of people was telling me that this here is, you know, this is 10 cents, this is 20 cents, this is 30 cents, this is 4 cents, 40 cents. Well, you know, like I said in previous videos, I flunked math, but that's 5 cents all day long. And um, if you do the math on it, you know, I'm gonna set up. Let's see, let's set this one. I'm gonna take a buy on that one. Okay, just to show you here. Um, so if I go up, if I go up 300, let's say 305 pips. Okay, so you look at it, 305 pips. Your profit is $12.19. Okay, and I put that on 5. So if you look at the calculator here, okay, so I got 305 pips. Now, there's a spread involved in this, so it's not going to be exact. Um, come on, pop up here. Okay, so let's just take point 0.05. Okay, 5 cents. You know, um, times 305. See, that's $15.25. Now, like I said, it was, what was it, $12.05 or something. So that other $3 is something that's your spread there, that they take. So that's 5 cents all day long. And I don't know. And when I first started this, like I said, I was doing research, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's 50 cents." No, it's not 50 cents a pip. You know, and then these pips, and I never could figure that out. And the pips, you know, if you take and you put your line there and you measure that, see these, you know, that's 998 pips right there, and there's 1153 pips. And let's scroll back. So uh, you know, I mean, where, and these are supposed to be experts, and where were they learning how to read these charts? I don't know, because if you look at it, you know, it tells you the pips. That 948, that's your pips. That's how many pips it is. So, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, then you can start using your Forex account like a savings account and practice on the demo account until you get, you know, confident enough, because there is a certain element of stress factor here when you've got real money involved, and until you get over that, and of course demo account, you're still practicing, you still really don't know, but anyways, like I said, I wanted to keep these videos short, but I think I'm going to take profit on a couple of these things. That one I put in just now for 5 cents, it's already, well, it was 16 cents, and so it's moving up. I'm going to leave that up there. I'll probably switch it to dollar. So anyways, that's it for this video. Have a good day.